What's going on, world? It's me, Andre Cat9 here from West Palm Beach, Florida. So in this video, we're going to be talking about NFP and how you could have took advantage of this data. Okay, so every month, the first Friday of every month, there's NFP. Okay, and you can take advantage of it if you know how to read this data. All right, so in this case, and also I'm going to be showing you some of the trades that I took based on this information as well. So stay tuned, stay to the end. I'm going to show you why I took the trade and what pairs you could trade when this type of data comes out. Okay, so NFP came out lower than expected. It wasn't really a surprise because if it was if it was a surprise, if this information came out and it was lower than 2K, that would have been a super surprise to me. That would have been really that would have been really bad for the dollar. But I was actually since the news that came out, the ADP, the news that came out the day before today, it came out bullish for the dollar. So I thought, since that came out bullish, I thought today for NFP we was going to see some more bullish movement, but it came out lower. So now, all right. So let me kind of explain to you exactly how can you trade this. Okay. So basically, if NFP comes out lower, if it's lower than the forecast, right, then you should be looking for you should be looking for sales. Okay. Now, if NFP came out higher, if the number came out higher, all right, and it's higher than the forecast, and it's higher, if it's higher than the forecast, then that's good for the dollar. Okay, and also inversing that, you could be trading gold as well. So if so for example, if you're trading gold and this data came out, NFP came out lower, right? Like today, it's lower than the forecast. That means you should be buying gold. You should be buying gold. Okay, you shouldn't be selling gold. You should be buying gold. Okay, and sorry. Now, if NFP came out higher today, higher than the forecast, all right, then you should be selling gold. Okay. Now, if it's higher than the forecast and the previous, then that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. It's good for the dollar. All right, it's good for the dollar. And same if it's lower and it's lower than the forecast and it's lower than the previous, then it's bad for the dollar. Okay, and then if you're trading gold, and NFP came out lower than the forecast and lower than the previous, that's you should be buying gold. And then if it's higher, if NFP is higher than the forecast and the previous, then you should be selling gold. Okay, so that's how you trade NFP. You look at those numbers. Okay, now when these numbers come out, price can be moving really fast. All right, moving really fast. Sometimes you can catch it, but if you don't catch it, you can still you can wait for the pullback. All right, wait for the pullback and catch it. Okay, to get in a better position. But sometimes you're not able to catch this movement because it just moves. So as soon as this data comes out, it moves so fast. It just moves so fast. You're not able to get in a good position. So you will have to wait for the pullback. And I'm going to show you here in just a second. I'm going to show you my charts in just a second. But yeah. So what I was really I'm in some of you guys know I'm in a part of a community called Wall Street Grunts. What we was really looking for is we were looking for NFP to either be higher, way higher than the forecast and the previous, right? And we was looking for the average hourly earnings to be high, all right? And then we was looking for unemployment rate to be low, all right? So it was today, data that came out today was mixed, okay? So, the NFP came out lower. The average hourly earnings came out a little bit higher. And then unemployment came out almost the same, all right? Lower than the previous, okay? Now, if we were looking for buys, what we wanted to see is NFP to be higher than the forecast and then higher than the previous. All right, we wanted to see a surprise. Okay, we wanted to see higher than the previous, and then also we wanted to see average hourly earnings to be high. Okay, and then we wanted to see the unemployment to be low. Okay, now and vice versa. So if we was looking for sales on the dollar, we wanted to see the number come out way lower than the forecast in the previous, and lower average lower average hourly earnings. We wanted to see lower, and then also we wanted, if we're looking for sales, if we was looking for sales on on the dollar, we wanted to see higher unemployment rate. Okay, hope that makes sense, guys. So you just got to know that type of stuff. You got to know what which is what. All right, you want to, if you're looking for a stronger dollar, you want to see the USD. You wanted to see NFP to be high. You want to see the average hourly earnings high, and you want to see the unemployment rate low. Okay, that's bullish for the dollar. All right. Now, if you're looking for sales, you want NFP to be lower in the forecast, lower than the previous, and then low in the average, lower in the lower with the average hourly earnings, and then high in the unemployment rate. That's that's bearish for the dollar. Okay, if you know that, then you should know what pairs to trade. You want to trade a stronger pair against a weaker pair. Okay, it should be easy. So let's go to the charts real quick. Okay, first I'm gonna show you guys GBP, GBP USD. I'm gonna show you guys. So when that data came out, right? I think data came out. Oh no, this is okay. Which one is 7 here? Oh, I gotta go to the. I'm gonna go to the 5-minute chart to actually show you. Okay, here's it. Okay. All right, so you could have took a trade. So since the information came out lower, since NFP came out lower, all right, we should be looking for. We should be trading a stronger pair against the weaker pair. In this case, GBP was stronger than the dollar since that NFP information came out lower. So I'd have been looking at all the USD pairs and choose one or two to get in. Okay, and then also you could have traded gold as well at the same time. So in this case, I didn't take this. I didn't personally take this trade, but the news came out 8:30, right? Price shot up. Okay, price shot up. Okay, let me see if you guys can see. You can see that price shot up. Right. So, like I said, sometimes you're not able to catch the move. As soon as that information comes out, price shoots up really, really fast, and you're not able to, if you're not able to catch it, what you could do is you could wait for the pullback. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys how you can catch the pullback here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to catch this pullback. All right. Let me see. Where is 8:30 at? I think it was here, right? No, it's 7. Okay, yeah, this is what we need to look at. Okay, 8:30. That's when the news came out. So price shot up. You see that little wick here, that long wick up to the top? Boom. Okay, so what you could have did was you could have drawn a Fibonacci retracement. You could have drawn it right here, and let me do it on the 5-minute. I think I did it. You could do it on the 5-minute. Usually I draw my Fibonacci on the hour, the 4-hour, and the daily, but you could also do it on the 5-minute, 15-minute, But if you draw your Fibonacci, right? So I think it was right. Well, you could draw that. You could draw that Fibonacci right here. Okay. So if you didn't, all right. So if you didn't catch soon, if that data came out and it was too, price moved too quick for you, what you could have did was, waited for the pullback. Okay, so price, so as soon as the news came out, price just shot up, right, all the way up here to the top here. You can't even see that. Price came all the way up to the top here. Okay, but if we waited, what you could have did is just wait for the pullback to get in a better entry. So price came all the way back down here to the 88.6 level, Fibonacci level. You could have got in right here. you already know that the dollar is weak because of the data that data that just came out. The data for the dollar was weak because it came out lower. So you already know that any pair that you trade against the dollar should be bullish. So all you had to do is just wait for that pullback. Wait for that pullback, get in right here, and then ride it up to the top. Okay, so this is one trade that you could have got in. You could have got in. You could have traded GBP USD. Okay, you could have got in there, ride it all the way to a zone or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you another. Now this pair I actually traded it. All right, this one I actually traded it. Okay, you guys can see that, right? Let me go to the 15 minute. All right, you guys can see that, right? Let me see. Can this one look better on the hour? No, I'm gonna do it on the 15 minute. Okay, so I did the same thing. I was this is the actual pair that I traded today on the IUSD pair. So 8:30, right? Price shot up. All right, you see this long wick? Look at that. That's a long wick right there. Price shot up, right? 8:30 came, price shot up all the way, wicked all the way up to the top right here in this area. Okay, so in that case, I missed the move. Okay, because NFP is too quick. CPI, NFP, you know, they move really fast once the news comes out, right? So price came wicked all the way to the top, but I had drew a Fibonacci here. I drew a Fibonacci here from here to the top here, and since I knew that the dollar is weak, since I knew the dollar was weak, right? all I was waiting for is a pullback and then get in a better position. So I waited for price to come all the way down here in this 88.6 level. It went against me a little bit, but it never closed below that 88.6 fib level right here. So I got in right here at this fib level, and then the rest is history. Look at that. It went all the way up. Let me see. So right here, on that pullback, you could have caught 79, 80 pips, 80, 90 pips move right here. Okay. All right. And then if we go back to GU, right? If we went there, let me show you how many pips you could have caught here. So if we caught the trade, wait for that pullback to happen, or price. So as soon as that NFP came out lower, price shot up, wicked up, came all the way back down on the pullback here. I drew my Fibonacci from the bottom to the top. Price came all the way down to the 88.6. If you got in right there, you could have caught 90, 100 pips. All right, you could have caught. Let me see, you guys. Let's see here. I'm trying to. Okay, there you go. So you could have caught 80, 90, 100 pips right there. All you had to do, like even if you missed the move on the data, just wait for the pullback. All right, wait for the pullback. The pullback always happens. All right, especially if it shoots up a lot, it's gonna pull back, and then it's gonna continue in the direction that it's supposed to go based on the data that came out. Okay, so this is the trade that I took. I actually took I took the AUSD trade. I took that on the binary option, but I also took advantage of gold. Okay, I took advantage of gold. Okay, again, I drew a Fibonacci retracement tool here. All right, price. I drew my Fibonacci retracement from the bottom to the high. So as you can see, since the 8:30 came, right? This is the 8:30 candle. Price shot up, wicked all the way up here, right, into the zone, and then came all the way back down and touched the 88.6 Fibonacci level. So I got in like right here on this level and caught it all the way up to the zone. I could have hold it a little bit longer, but I got out at the zone right here. But it went all the way up, all the way up here. All right, you see that? It went all the way up there. Okay, so trading NFP CPIs is powerful. Especially if what type of data to look for, and then also know which pair is stronger than the other. If you know which pair is stronger than the other, and you know how how to trade the data, you you're unstoppable. You're unstoppable. You're gonna make a lot of money. Okay, so I took advantage of gold. I got in that trade. Also, you could have took advantage of USD, USD chef here. You could have took advantage of this. Look at this. News came out right here, shot all the way down. Like, you could have sold the dollar if you knew the dollar was weak, right? You knew the dollar was going to be weak, right? Based on the data that came out, right? So you should be selling the dollar. If you're trading USD chef, you should be selling, not buying. Okay, so you could have just sold off on USD chef and caught about 80 pips, 100 pips. Okay, same thing with USD CAD. You know, you knew the dollar was weak based on the NFP data, right? This is the 830 candle right here. You could have caught, 80, 90, 100 pips, all right, on that trade. Okay, so you just gotta you just pick a pair that's stronger than the other. If you can pick a pair that's stronger than the other, then you're golden. You're golden. You're good. All right. And then when it comes to NFP, you wanna the pairs that I highly recommend that you trade is either gold, USD pairs, GBP, USD, USD, and you can also trade USD chef CAD, but I like to trade USD, gold, GBP, USD pairs. And then also, I mean, if you wanted to, you could have also took advantage of, equities. Okay, you could have, if you trade US 30, you could have took advantage of that move, but it didn't really last long. But let me see. I didn't like how equities was moving, so I mean, you could have caught it. I mean, let me see. When the news came out, 8:30. It's 8:30. Okay. So if the dollar is weak, right? When it comes to trading US 30 or any other equities, if the dollar is weak, most likely equities are going to shoot up. Okay. So in this case, NFP, the data came out weak. We was right here at 8:30. It went up a little bit, went down a little bit, closed down here, went up again, came down. It was just choppy. I didn't like it, but you could have, ended up on top or ended up in profit, because if you knew the dollar was weak, then you should already know you should be buying equities or buying US 30. But I didn't like that move. Same here. 8:30. Price shot up. Okay, that pullback happened. So if you did the pullback here, let me see, where is 8:30 at? All right, so 8:30 was right here. Okay. Yeah, I really didn't like this move here. So like I said, just if you're gonna trade, CPI, NFP, just stick to gold, AUSD, those type of pairs, GBP, USD, those type of pairs, maybe USD, not USD JPY. I mean, yeah, you could have took advantage of USD JPY too. I took advantage of USD JPY yesterday, all right, on a binary option trade. So if you knew the dollar was weak, let's see where we at, 8:30. All right, so the dollar was weak, right? So the NFP came out lower, so we should already know that we should be selling. All right, we should be selling. Okay, so what you could have did was you could have draw your Fibonacci from the top here. All right, you could have draw your let me get rid of this. I already have it. Yeah, I already have it. So I have my Fibonacci here. So price came down, right? Came all the way up and touched the 100%. That's the bear, like usually, I go for the last, the fib level that I usually go for when it comes to trade. There's a 88.6, but it came all the way to that 100%. So, like I said, you just wait for the pullback. So, because if news came out, you would have missed this move because it just happened so quickly. It went down so quickly. You just didn't catch it. So, wait for the pullback. So, if you'd have waited for the pullback and got in at the 88.6, right, you would have caught all this. You would have caught over 100 pips, 120 pips. You would have caught that. Okay, because I knew it. Like, you would took it. You know, even if price went against you a little bit. It's like you see price went up against you a little bit. It wicked up. Like, even if you knew, like, even if it wicked up a little bit and you knew the dollar was weak, you knew NFP came out lower. Like, you should already know that, you know, price should be coming back down. Just wait for the pullback. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I hope you guys got value from that. So now next time, you know, when it comes to trading NFP, next time, just make sure you pay very, very close attention to the data. Like I said, you know, today came out mixed. You know, if to be perfect, you wanted to see, since the data came out lower for NFP, to be perfect, you wanted to see low. You wanted the data to come out low for NFP, and you wanted the average hourly earnings to come out lower, and you wanted to see higher unemployment rate. That's what you wanted to see to have a perfect bias on a bearish dollar. All right. Now, on the other way around, if the data, if you wanted to be looking for buys, you want to see high. You want to see the data that come out higher for the NFP, and you want to see data that come out higher for the average hourly earnings, and then low unemployment rate. That's what you want to see for a perfect buy or a bullish bias. Okay, but data came out mixed, so it was kind of iffy. That's why you see the up and down type of stuff. You know, the market was trying to fake people out and stuff like that. But guys, I hope this was value. If this was value, like, comment, and share this video. Also, if you guys are interested in copying my exact trades when it comes to Forex, binary options, and also if you want me to pass your challenge, I charge a one-time fee of $500. So you'll be able to copy my trades, copy my binary option trades, and I will pass any challenge that you want for a one-time fee of $500. So if you're interested in that, just reach out to me personally. But with that being said, I'm Andre Ketna here from West Palm Beach, Florida. I will see you guys on the internet. Take care, y'all.